Di Riddell, thank you so much for joining me for a Take a Moment interview. That was a fantastic presentation that you did yesterday at the Post-Adoption Services. Is that what it's called?
Post-Adoption Support Services.
Support Services.
Yep.
I really loved the way that you read the letter out that you had written for your daughter, and you were saying that that was in the book that was published. It was released on Amazon.
Yes, well, I did have hard copies there as well yesterday. It was a book to celebrate their 10 years of service to the community. So they've helped over 7,000 people through the adoption process in that time. They're an amazing organisation. They come under the auspices of the Benevolent Society.
Yeah.
And it was very well attended, 135 people, 70% of whom were clients past and present. Some past staff and government agencies and other agencies that they work with. So it was really well supported.
Oh, fantastic. And so they were adoptees that came, and birth mothers and family?
Everything, birth mothers, adoptees, siblings. Mm-hmm. And there was the other lady that spoke. There were two of us who were asked to read our contribution from the book. And the other lady had adopted a child from Taiwan. So she was talking about the experience that was gained in there. And then another one had children from, had surrogacy in India. So, it's a wide, and, we are a melting pot today. We've got people from all sorts of areas, and it's much more difficult to adopt a child, an Australian child now. Yes. So people are seeking other ways when they're not able to conceive, and, we're just open to whatever is, and that's the whole thing about post-adoption support. They're understanding, they're non-judgmental, they're empathetic, and they're just a joy to work with and support you every step of the way. So they provide counselling, they provide just an ear to speak to, and they do help with search, and occasionally they have little group get-togethers, and I spoke at one of those last year.
Oh, that's wonderful. And what prompted you to do a search to find your daughter?
I had just written my second book, and the day that the link came live on Amazon, and I've got the book here.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yep.
Beyond Abuse, a recovery guide for men and women in an era of me and all of us too. So that's that one. So when the link came live, because I'd always said that I wouldn't search, I'd be open if they came to me, but I wouldn't look.
Okay.
The day the link came out, it was just like a light went off in my head. It was like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
So off I went into the city to Adoptive Services, which is a government agency that deals with the dates and the figures and the hard facts. Mm-hmm. And then I got put in touch with Post-Adoption, and I created a relationship with them right from the word go, and they have just been so supportive of me. It's just, not only me, of everybody. Yeah. But, I am just so grateful for the help and the support that they've given me so wholeheartedly.
It didn't take that long, did it? You were saying it was, what was it?
It was really short. 2 months it was.
Yeah.
From the day that I went into the city in Charlotte Street until the day I met Sue. Absolutely amazing. And she lives in Brisbane. It's incredible.
And you wrote to her, and she wrote back straight away, didn't she?
My letter went with the information, because before they contact either, I made the approach, and then they contact her to see whether she wants to be contacted. Mm-hmm. And then if she does, they come back and tell me that. And then they put together each of our information, and they post it out the same day. Yeah. I didn't want her to just receive a bald piece of paper to say, Di Riddell's your mother, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I wanted to make it personal. Yeah. So I added the letter so that when she got that, she could get some feeling for who and what I am.
Yeah.
And an understanding that, what happened way back there in the 1960s was way beyond my control. Mm. It wasn't something that I made a conscious choice to do. The decisions were made for you. And young people of today have absolutely no idea how people were treated back in the 1960s. It was a different time in society.
Completely different.
Yeah, very different. So I sent off that letter.
Yeah. And
then she replied to me by email overnight. And then we had a chat that day, and we met the next day. So when post Wednesday, received Thursday, conversation Friday, and met in person on Saturday.
Yeah, and you met at the coffee club at Aspley.
At the coffee club at Aspley, woohoo! In the car park, which was really good because I decided I'd like to take her a little gift, so I bought a little miniature rose, little rose, so that she could have that in memory of our first meeting. Yeah. And I also took a card that I'd written in because she has had wonderful adoptive parents, and just a little card to say thank you to them for giving her the life that I wasn't able to give her.
That's really lovely. Yeah. And it's nice that she had a nice upbringing.
I was delighted, yes,
yeah,
because it's not always a happy story.
No. Yeah. Wow, that's what an experience, and congratulations on your presentation. Can you tell me about your Facebook group that you've got? Is it Confidence Beyond?
It's a page, yeah, Confidence Beyond 50. Yeah. I'm passionate about confidence, full stop, because I've been in Toastmasters for 42 years, and when I joined way back in 1977, I was lacking in confidence and I needed it.
Yeah.
And then as time has gone by, and I'm way beyond 50, as you can see, I came up with the idea that, confidence beyond 50 is important, because it's when you turn 50 is when life starts to implode. It's a time when there's separation, when there's divorce, the children leave home, or they leave home and come back again. They have children, you've got aging parents, health issues start, redundancies happen. All things that just... and once one starts, it's like you get an avalanche. One thing doesn't happen, 4 or 5 things happen together, and it can really drag you down. So I think, working with people to let them see that confidence beyond 50 it's attainable. It's wonderful. It makes you feel terrific. And you have so much, mature women have got so much to offer the world.
Well, I'm writing a book called Be Style for Life, Living with Sass and Style After 50. And I'd love to ask you, what do you feel the benefits of being over 50 are?
Well, I think the benefits are you know who you are.
Yep.
You've been around the block, so you're less likely to put up with rubbish in life.
Yeah.
You have the tools and the skills to withstand a lot of things because you've been through life. And it's a wonderful time in life when you've got that freedom, because your children have grown up and left. And if you're lucky enough to have grandchildren, you start that relationship again. And I think the grandchild-grandmother relationship is a wonderful one, because you don't have the direct responsibility of bringing them up. So you can spoil them, you can do things with them that you either can't or don't have time for when you're bringing up your own children. So there's so many things out there. And then once you're freed up and do things, there's an amazing array of things out there for people to do these days.
Yes, definitely. And look at you, look at all the things that you're doing. You're amazing.
Well, like I said, I'm way past 50. I'm 72, so, I'm doing fine.
You definitely don't look it. And I think, and that's what I think, that beauty comes from the inside out.
It does, yeah. Coco Chanel said words to the effect of, at 20, you've got the face you were born with. At 30, you've worked on a bit. At 40, you better look after it. And after 50, well, you've got the face you deserve.
Oh, yes.
That's not the right words, but it's similar to that. I can't think of it off the top of my head because I wasn't expecting to say it.
Yeah, no, that's good. I really appreciate that, because each woman over 50 has a different experience of being over 50. But for myself personally, I enjoyed turning 50 more than I enjoyed turning 30.
Oh, me too. 30 was, when I turned 30, I thought it was the end of the world. I sulked for 2 days. And then after 2 days, I thought, well, I'm going to be 30 anyway. I better get over it. But when I was 50, I was excited.
And I think it's nice for younger women to think it's not something to dread. It's something to actually look forward to.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's denied. 50 plus is denied so many. Exactly. There is so much illness and depression and sadness and suicides in life that, we've got to give an opportunity to just be out there and show some joy and happiness in the world, and some confidence and some style. When you're saying about style, just because you turn 50 doesn't mean to say you turn into grandma and wear old granny clothes.
Exactly.
I don't like old granny clothes. I have no intentions of wearing them.
Oh, no, you're just glowing. Like, you've got so much energy and so much vitality, and I think that's where the beauty comes when you get to this age.
Yes. Yeah, I think so too. It shines from within.
It does, yes. Well, talking about shining from within, I really, really appreciate you giving us your shiny gems of knowledge and
My pleasure.
Being over 50, and also congratulations on that presentation. It was wonderful, and I'm looking forward to reading your books.
Oh, well, yeah, the new book's called Speak Out. Because my message is, this is the one that's coming out shortly. This is my
proof copy.
Proof copy. The launch is on the 30th of November, so it's all very exciting. It's all happening at the moment.
Yes, wonderful. Okay, well, thank you very much for taking a moment with me.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me, Mona.